the house with quiet eyes. Ali and Fahad arrive at the looming house under a cloudy night sky. Uncle Iqbal unlocks the door, waving them inside with a gentle smile. The foyer reveals grandeur and shadows as the boys step inside. Boxes and blankets scatter the living room as Uncle Iqbal checks a lamp. Ali pauses at the staircase, sensing something off above. In the kitchen, the old refrigerator hums as Fahad explores drawers. Ali leans close to Fahad, voice barely above a whisper. Fahad smiles, brushing off Ali's concern with gentle confidence. Uncle Iqbal appears in the doorway, checking on the boys. A corridor stretches long, portraits seeming to follow with their painted eyes. Ali peers into the study, feeling the chill of the room. Fahad, unfazed, checks a window latch overlooking the dark lawn. Do not wake her. The brothers step into a vast, silent hall under cold moonlit dust. They lift their flashlights, cutting pale tunnels through the dark. A faded corridor yawns open, lined with peeling wallpaper and frames. They enter a parlor of dusty furniture beneath the looming ceiling. Footprints trace their steps across the powdery floorboards. A tall cabinet looms, its glass clouded, shelves of relics inside. They find a large, faded portrait of a woman with shadowed features. Beneath the frame, faint words emerge through dust. Do not wake her. Fahad forces a shrug, masking a flicker of doubt in the cold glow. Ali's gaze locks on the portrait, as if its eyes shift in darkness. Fahad tries to play it off. Creepy, but maybe it's just decoration. Ali whispers, then why does it feel like she's watching us? Come out. Ali wakes, frozen by the faint clink of chains in the dark. He listens, breath shallow, as whispers creep through the doorway. Beyond the door, the corridor hangs in a blue haze. Ali slips to the edge of the mattress, toes meeting cold floor. He peers through the doorway, breath fogging faintly in the chill. A whisper brushes the walls. Come out, come out. Ali gathers courage, stepping into the blue-lit corridor. He glances back toward the empty room behind him. From the dark ahead, the whisper thins and lures him onward. Ali whispers, voice shaking, Uncle? Fahad? Someone's here. The chain trembles on the floor, as if nudged by nothing. In the black split ahead, something waits without shape. Whispers in the walls. Morning light creeps in. Uncle Iqbal wears a troubled look. He gestures to the walls as if they hold unspoken memories. Fahad steps in, steady, unflinching in the dim morning room. Uncle Iqbal warns, a woman vanished. Her grief lingers here. He speaks softly. A woman disappeared within these rooms. He adds, sorrow clings to the walls like damp in winter. Fahad answers, voice firm, just ghost stories to scare boys. The room holds its breath between unease and defiance. They stand apart, the warning hanging like a chill. Uncle Iqbal lowers his voice, pleading for caution. Fahad stands firm, unafraid of whispered legends. Silence settles. The house feels older than morning should. Breath on the glass. Ali steps into a dim corridor, the air unnaturally still. He slows, catching his breath as the mirror fills his view. A shape stirs behind his reflection, where nothing should be. He whips around. The corridor behind him is empty. His eyes dart back to the glass, fear clawing upward. A whisper crawls through the cold air. Find me. Ali stiffens as a chill kisses the back of his neck. He gasps, clutching at his collar, breath fogging. His voice fractures. Who's there? Show yourself. Letters etch in the fog, trembling as if written from within. A figure swells in the reflection, just behind his shoulder. He steadies, eyes locked with the unseen presence. Mark at the threshold. Fahad notices a skull-shaped symbol by the basement door. He reaches toward the bracelet, breath steady but tense. Ali steps into the hallway, eyes fixed on the floor. Fahad calls out softly, "Ali, look, someone left this here." Ali warns, voice tight, "Don't touch it. It feels cursed." The bracelet's pitted metal catches the harsh light. Fahad steadies himself, curiosity outweighing caution. Ali glances back, as if expecting something to emerge. Both hover over the sign, air dense with dust and doubt. Fahad steadies his breath, fingers inches from metal. Ali reaches out, stopping Fahad with a small gesture. They freeze, the basement door swallowing the light. Syra's night. Uncle begins the tale, his voice low and measured. Ali leans in, already uneasy, watching Uncle closely. He speaks of Syra, the woman who lived here long ago. He describes the child who vanished without a trace. Ali imagines the empty cradle and shivers. Uncle lowers his voice. Syra vanished after the loss. He says people named her a witch, forever searching. Ali whispers, fearing the answer, "And if she finds us?" Uncle answers after a beat. She wanders, calling her baby. Ali stammers, voice small, "And if she finds us?" Uncle replies, steady but grim, "She might take you instead." The room seems smaller, as the story settles like smoke. The cold room below. The basement door creaks open, spilling darkness like a breath. Cold air spills up the stairs, frosting their breath. They descend, each step protesting beneath their weight. The basement reveals a cradle stranded in dust and time. Fahad approaches the cradle, careful not to disturb the dust. Ali lingers near the wall, eyes tracking the clawed marks. He whispers, naming the room that grief left behind. Ali's voice trembles. "We shouldn't be here." The cradle creaks, though no hand touches it. A drawing shows a house, a cradle, and a name scratched over. Fahad steadies himself, eyes glassy with understanding. They back away, the room colder than the night outside. Arms on the landing. They climb the creaking stairs as a chill spreads through the dark. A figure materializes on the landing ahead, still as stone. Long black hair spills over a deathly pale face with hollow eyes. She stretches her arms, reaching across the narrow stairwell. The corridor warps with cold, the lights flicker in stale air. Ali freezes mid-step, breath shallow, gripping the splintered rail. Her mouth opens as a question tears through the stale dark. "Where is my baby?" she demands from the shadowed landing. The stairwell seems to shrink around them, air thin and icy. Ali finds his voice, trembling yet firm in the cold. "We're not your children," he says, voice shaking but clear. Her arms linger in the air as their stare locks on the landing. Her true name. Uncle Iqbal warns, only her true name can calm the haunting. Fahad steadies himself, agreeing to face the basement together. They approach the locked basement door, shadows stretching along the hall. The chain falls, the door opens onto cold, stale darkness. Flashlight beams carve the staircase, revealing drifting dust. At the bottom, a workbench and old trunks materialize in the beam. They find a small cedar box wrapped in brittle cloth. The lid lifts, old air escapes, and a folded paper glows in light. Ink curves form a single name, precise and unsettling. Fahad breathes in, ready to speak the name aloud. The room tenses. The air stirs as if listening. Together, they commit, speak it truly, and survive this night. The letter, Syra. They open an old box. A brittle letter names her, Syra. Ali reads, breath faltering as the room feels denser. He shouts the name, Syra. The shadows seem to recoil. A weeping figure forms near the window, trembling at the name. Moonlit mercy. Moonlight leaks through broken panes. Dust drifts in the cold night. Uncle steps forward, clutching a small photo gently. The witch's form shimmers at the far end of the aisle. Uncle places the child's photo softly upon the altar edge. The witch sees the picture and freezes in the pale beam. A trembling close view of the worn photograph's smile. Your child is gone, Syra. Let go, he says softly. I only wanted my baby, she whispers, voice breaking. Tears roll down her ghostly face and vanish in the light. Uncle steadies the picture so the light finds the child's face. She leans closer, trembling, as moonlight outlines her sorrow. Grief loosens, the chapel holds a breath that does not end. Dawn after the witch. Dawn spreads pale light, as the last trace of the witch turns to smoke. Doors along the corridor creak open, as if tugged by the morning air. Fahad steps into the light, testing the quiet that follows the vanishing. The ritual ash settles over the chalk sigil like gray frost. Fahad dares a small smile as he glances toward the corridor. Ali edges closer, unwilling to trust the quiet so soon. A door swings wider by itself, tapping the cracked wall and stopping. Fahad speaks softly, letting his breath steady in the icy light. Ali counters, eyes darting past the open rooms down the hall. They pause, listening to nothing but their own breathing. Fahad murmurs, "It's finally over," easing the weight on his chest. Ali whispers back, "Or, is it?" scanning the deep rooms beyond. "Do not return." Ali feels the cold shape of metal hidden in his pocket. He draws out a rusted iron bracelet streaked with dried mud. Ali brushes away grime to reveal a faded baby portrait. Scratched letters emerge, a simple command: do not return. His pulse quickens as the room seems to tighten around him. A sudden knock shivers through the dark, unseen and close. Ali senses eyes beyond the glass, somewhere in the blackness. A pale handprint blooms on the outside of the glass. Ali recoils, yet the bracelet anchors his gaze to the warning. From the corner, a silhouette lingers where the light cannot reach. He lifts the bracelet, the baby's face ghosting in the metal. Somewhere in the shadows, she is still watching,